Men love being comfortable. We all do. We've got that old t-shirt in the drawer that we keep forever. Even if it has holes in it, it's still super comfortable. So we want to keep it. You know, I remember growing up, my grandpa, who we called Papa, had a chair at his house. And it was the chair. It was a leather recliner. We all loved it. We all wanted to sit on it. We were the grandkids, so, you know, they let us do that. And of course, he had a remote. And this was, you know, when remotes were rare. So we loved doing that, sitting in his chair, using his remote. And we just felt like we were kings of the world. Now, why did he have that? Well, he had this huge garden. And he loved working in his garden. And he would come home tired. And so he would sit in his chair. Is anything wrong with that? Well, no. We all probably have our special chairs. We have those things we like to do. And that's normal for us as men. The problem with comfort is when comfort becomes too important to us. You see, that's a danger we have to be careful of as men, because what will happen is we'll start making decisions based on comfort and not based on our purpose. And that happens when comfort starts becoming too important to us. So what we have to do as men is we've got to be careful. We've got to be careful that comfort doesn't take over for our purpose. Because our purpose should be what drives us. And if our drive is for comfort, what's going to happen is we're not going to be able to reach our full potential as men. I just read a book recently about Navy SEALs going through Hell Week. And one of the things they do, they keep them up for just days, they keep them up. They bring them out at night. It's cold. They've been in the Pacific. They're freezing. They're making them do all this stuff. And what do? They tempt them. They come out with warm things of food and drink, and they tell you, hey, if you get out, you can go over here, you can get in this trailer, you'll be warm, and you won't have to be uncomfortable anymore. And you know what? Guys do it. They stop. Why? Because at that moment, that comfort seems more important than the purpose they had of being a Navy SEAL. And we have to be careful of that as men. We have to be careful that we don't allow that comfort to become the reason we do everything. Because if comfort becomes too important to us, we start making our choices based on the easy. So we don't do the hard things. We don't do the things that we need to do. Like if you want to have a better relationship with your wife or your girlfriend or your children, it's going to take work. And a lot of times that work means we have to do something different. We have to change. And that's uncomfortable. We're not doing something that maybe is normal to us. Maybe we're not very good relationally, but we know we need to get better. Well, that's going to put us in an uncomfortable place, the discomfort zone. But that's the key to us growing, for us reaching our full potential. So I want you to look at comfort differently. Comfort should be a byproduct of you living on purpose. If you're living on purpose, you're doing your best. It doesn't mean you're perfect. It means you're going after it day after day. You're trying. You're working to get better. You're doing all of those things. Comfort comes into that, and it's okay. You just don't want comfort to be the reason you live. Hey, if you want to hear more about this, check out my podcast, The Confident Man Podcast. Episode 94 talks about this. It's called The Battles Men Face to Find Their Freedom. I think you'll enjoy it.